Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 69, I do believe, and today we have a Manchester double. First, a game against Manchester City in the Premier League, and then our Capital One Cup final against Manchester United. Before we play those games though, I'm going to show you how Swansea have been getting on off camera. So of course, the last episode was probably the best one for quite some time. A 5-1 victory over Derby, and then a 4-0 victory over Valencia. I only played one game off camera, and that was a 1-1 draw against Watford in the FA Cup 5th round, which means that for the third successive round we have to go to a replay to settle it. So frustrating in this congested fixture list. The last thing we need is yet another replay, but sadly we have one. So that's why in today's episode you won't see the big game against Chelsea, because that's been rescheduled until the 5th of April. So today you'll see a Manchester double instead, which I think is still just as important really. We'll take on a side currently sitting in 3rd place, we're in 2nd, and also United in the Capital One Cup final. So let's get straight to it then. First game of the episode is against Manchester City, and this is the team for the game. We're 7 points behind Chelsea right now, although this is our game in hand. So 4-4-2 for the game. Leno starts in goal, back for a George, Fabiano, Marlon and Karaman. In midfield, Brandt on the left, Bentancur on the right, and in the middle, Sam, Redmond and Pep. Up top together, Esposito and Tran. Worked fantastically well in the last episode, hopefully again today. And on the bench, Pickford, Rakit, Chambers, Sigurdsson, Sisto, Mahrez, and also Chewy as well. Very quick introduction. We go straight into the first game. We take on City. Let's get a win. Come on, Swansea. For someone who rambles on a lot unnecessarily, I'm quite surprised how brief and to the point that introduction was. So, first game yesterday and taking on Manchester City. I really do want us to retain our title, but with 12 games to go, I know it's going to be very difficult unless we can win in these very big games. So, first highlight comes to us 6 minutes in with Pep on the ball. Looks like he's picked up a knock early, not entirely sure. Bentancur going down this right hand side. He finds Karaman down this right hand side, back towards Bentancur. We had a lot of joy down the right hand side against Valencia, maybe against City as well, as Bentancur's on the ball, and I mean that wasn't great as Williams clears it away and Iheanacho flicks it on. It's okay because we won the ball back through Marlon to Fabiano, and maybe we'll get the chance here with George finding Redmond. He finds Gerard Tran on the ball towards Julian Brandt. Brandt finds Pep here through the middle, through towards Esposito. He goes for goal, and the goalkeeper makes the save, and Brandt fires the shot wide. A chance there out of nothing. Good stop by the goalkeeper, and Brandt can't hit the target. And another highlight earlier of Redmond winning the ball back for us and finding Tran through towards Esposito. 13 minutes in, he finds Bentancur down the right-hand side here, and Uruguayan plays it towards Redmond. Pep didn't see De Bruyne there, but Marlon wins it back and plays a great free ball towards Esposito, who was in, but I think on the half volley puts it into the side netting, and it's still goalless. A couple of good chances early, but 0 goals so far. And another highlight here. It's been a very decent start in terms of action, but unfortunately we surrender possession, and City could have their first chance of the game, and Sterling was through, but Leno makes a really good save and turns behind for a corner. So both goalkeepers making impressive stops early on. It is still 0-0. This game does have goals written over it though. Who is going to get the first? With De Bruyne finding Mari and Leno making the save. And as we pass out from the back here, we could get a chance here, building from the back. Pep on the ball finds Esposito, nods it back towards Bentancur. As we go down this right-hand side, Esposito on the ball comes inside to his preferred left foot and keeps on going and keeps on going and keeps on going. And it's a brilliant save by the goalkeeper. Wonderful run by the Italian stallion, but a very smart stop. And it is still 0-0 as Pep's header goes just wide the post. What a start to this game, but it's still goalless. And with just over 9 minutes to go, another highlight here. Can we take the lead in the first half where we've played very well? Pep on the ball, sends Karaman down the right hand side, nods it back inside towards Bentancur, back towards our right back here with space to cross, comes inside, still Karaman on the ball, taken down, and the referee gives a penalty as well. Karaman storming into the box, Alphonsi trips him up, and a chance for Gerard Tran to take the penalty and possibly score. Now he missed one, if you remember, against Liverpool. Please don't miss again, Gerard Tran. Automatically, he's wanting to take the penalty, and he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. How about that? Coolness personified, and the French striker gives us the lead. He missed one against Liverpool. He demanded the ball. He wanted to take this one and redeem himself, and he did as well. Gives the goalkeeper the eyes and pops it right into the bottom corner. How cool is that? 1-0 to Swansea, and we have the lead. But just before the break, a chance for City to respond here and get back on level terms. Maori on the ball, plays it back towards Paslak. And can they create an opportunity here with the number 21 on the ball? His shot is blocked, and now a possible chance on the break here as Pep finds Tran through towards Esposito. You got a man out wide. No, go down the right hand side, mate. You got a man with you. But George crossed the ball in anyway, and it'll drop towards Julian Brandt. He finds Tran. Oh, he was through. He missed. I think he might have been tackled from behind. Yes, he was, and it's a corner. What a chance there for Gerard Tran, but he couldn't get a shot away. And Fabiano heads over from just inside the 6-yard box. Another great chance here. I got my blinds wide open right now. It's like 9 o'clock at night on a Sunday evening, and my flat is like opposite like a bunch of other flats, and I can see people looking in thinking, what is this guy doing? I'm reacting like crazy right now. Still 1-0 Swansea. Very good first half, that one. Let's keep this up and get a second goal in the second half. So first highlight of the second half, we had to wait 21 minutes to get it, and as Fabiano deals with a cross, we could have the highlight on the break here, and what a ball by Brandt towards Tran here. He releases the Frenchman, who comes inside. Gerard Tran causing problems all game long, and our number 99 gets another goal. It's a brace for Gerard Tran, a brilliant ball by Julian Brandt, and the number 99 cuts inside from the left and finds the back of the net. He's had a bit of a rough start to his career here in Wales, but maybe this is the game where it all comes right. You know, this is the game where it's a turning point for him. Tran would have finished 2-0 Swansea, and the big money striker has got his first Swansea brace. And there is the full-time whistle then. Swansea 2, Manchester City 0, and a very, very solid and impressive win. So calmly, I'm going to say, very pleased with the result and the performance. And only one player is delighted, which is Gerard Tran. I don't know why, but for some reason, my players just aren't reacting. And I've had this problem a couple of times before. You see Fabiano doesn't seem to be listening. Well, I'll drop you if that's the case. But still, it's a 2-0 win, and I'm pleased. But again, I'm always frustrated when that sort of things happen, because that was a solid win. That was an impressive win, and I felt a very deserving one as well. And great to see, Chewy's injured now. Great to see Gerard Tran get a double as well. That was absolutely awesome to see. So 2-0 the final score. We closed the gap at the top of the table to 4 points as well, and with 12 games to go, we are well in this title race, and I think we could be set for a 2-horse race as well as we approach the business end of the season. And so as we come into the second game of today's episode, we now take on Manchester United at Wembley for the Capital One Cup final. Now, we've won a lot of trophies in this series, but one thing we haven't won is the Capital One Cup, and I think it'd be really fitting in our 8th and probably final season if we can win the Capital One Cup in this one, because of course it was the first trophy we could have won way back in season 1 when we had that embarrassing defeat to Bolton Wanderers. So this would be really fitting, you know, to go ahead and get revenge, and well, all these years later on a different opponent. It's not really getting revenge, but it would be great to win it anyway, and we'll see if we can do it. But keep your eyes today on one of the strikers for United called Setiawan. I can't pronounce his name, but this guy is unbelievable. His goal to game ratio is really, really impressive, and he starts a lot of games from the bench, yet still scores a lot as well. So I think he'll probably end up scoring in this one, but hopefully we will keep him quiet. Let's see. But still, this is the team for the game anyway. Stick with a 4-4-2, and I believe the same lineup as well as the City game. Leno starts in goal, back for a George, Fabiano, Malon and Karaman. In midfield, Brandt on the left, Benteke on the right, and in the middle, Sam Redmond and Pep. Up top together, Tran and Esposito, the fantastic duo together. And on the bench, Pickford, Rakik, Chambers, Sigurdsson, Sisto, Mahrez, and also Albert, as well as Chewy is carrying a knock. So here we go then, second game. Yes, so we take on United. Can we win the Capital One Cup for the first time in the series? Let's hope so. Come on, Swansea. So first highlight does come to United with the number 13 on the ball, and I told you to keep your eyes on him pre-game, and that is why. This guy is a goal machine. I wish I could bring him to the Liberty Stadium, but he signed a new contract at United despite not starting all their games. He is unbelievable though. Another goal, and I think they said at the bottom is 22nd of the season, and we fall behind just 2 minutes in. He's unbelievable. What a strike that is by Setiawan, and United have an early lead here at Wembley. So we're letting the occasion get the better of us so far as United lead by a goal, and they possibly could have a second as well here as Renato Sanchez is on the ball through towards Avijay. He finds the goal scorer, and Leno has to make a really good save to deny him. He's looking very dangerous early on, as I predicted, and United could have been 2 goals up there had it not been for a smart stop by the Germans. Still 1-0, but I think I might have to change things very quickly. So not the best of first halves for us so far. In terms of the stats, we're just as equal as United, but they're through again and again. Leno has to make another fine save to deny the number 13. He is literally everywhere for United. We need to stop him getting onto these through balls and having so many chances. It's still 1-0, but had it not been for a couple of great saves by Leno, we'd be trailing by 2, and that is for sure. And another highlight here just before the break. If we can survive till half-time still at 1-0, that's good, but I see United getting a second goal if we're not too careful. And just as I say that, we have an anti-jinx and we get the ball back here with George on the ball, through towards Gerard Tran, nod it back towards Pep. Can we get our first highlight of the game? Brandt on the ball, tackle, but it'll drop towards our Spanish midfielder. Good ball out wide towards Benzke, down the right hand side, fires it way back towards Sam Redmond. That's okay though, because he plays a great ball out wide towards George himself. The left back now on the ball, his cross is deflected, Redmond to Pep. Can we get a chance here? Pep on the ball, still Pep, great run by Pep, straight into the gloves of David De Gea. And the first highlight comes here just a minute after kickoff with Pep finding Esposito here inside the area. Takes it around one and comes inside onto his preferred left foot. De Gea makes a great save. It'll drop to Benteke, but Insigne clears it. A very good chance for us to respond right after kickoff in this second half. But a good stop by DDG, and it is still 1-0 to United. Does anyone say DDG? I highly doubt it. Sorry about that. So 58 minutes in as Redmond nods the ball down towards Pep, and we still trail by a goal. Can we get ourselves back on level terms here as we approach the hour mark? Esposito through towards Tran, who tries to take it around his man and succeeds in doing so. And Gerard Tran hits it into the side netting. A great chance there. He did the hard work but could not hit the target. Still 1-0 to United. Come on, Swansea. So 11 minutes to go. Can United add a second goal to kill this game off and win this trophy, or can we get back on level terms? Well, here's Mata losing out towards Brandt. The chance on the break here. Tran finds Esposito, is storming forward. George down the left-hand side has Brandt with him. Gives it to the German, and Brandt crosses to the centre, and there's Esposito, get in! Who heads it in. It's his second home. He loves it here at Wembley, and the Italian stallion puts us on level terms with just under 11 minutes to go. The United players are absolutely furious, but we don't mind one bit. It was Brandt who received the ball, whipped across into the centre, and Esposito, oh, he looked a mile offside. Oh wait, it's not Esposito, that's the other guy, isn't it? I thought he was offside, evidently not. That's what United were confused about as well. It was the other fella, but still Esposito with the header. It's 1-1, we're back on level terms, and United right now as well are playing with 10 men because they've made all 3 changes, but they have a man injured, and just as I've said that, they're through on goal with the man disadvantage. Silva's through, and it's a great save by Leno for the 3rd time in the game with a one-on-one stop, and it's still 1-1. Come on, Swansea, we shouldn't be throwing the game away right now. We got a man extra on the pitch. Tran towards Esposito, out wide towards Mahrez, inside, Vollen's tackle, free kick Swansea. So full time, we're going into extra time and it's still 1-1. I've basically taken off Marlon and put Redmond at centre back. Done this a couple of times before now because he can play there, even though it's not listed in his position. He's got the stats to do that, and he seems comfortable in that role as well. So I'm going to passionately say we only need 1 goal here, and I know we're capable of getting it because I think we do. I think we just need the 1 goal. So 3 minutes to go and it's still 1-1. Looks as though the game is destined for a penalty shootout, and I think that's how it is going to be. So as we enter stoppage time, that is going to do it. It's going to be penalties to separate the 2 sides, and I'm feeling very nervous because we won our last 2 penalty shootouts, but I'm just not feeling too optimistic coming to this one. I don't know why. I just feel as though I've won the last 2, I'm due to lose one, and unfortunately this will be the big one in the final as well. So here we go then. I set this up at around half time and extra time just in case, and I'm very nervous, and I want to move Esposito to 4th as well, and let's see if we can go ahead and do it. So come on, Swansea. I believe that we can win the penalty shootout. Penalty shootouts, you know, just make me so nervous, but come on, we can do this. So Gerard Tran will take the first one, and oh yeah, straight down the middle from Tran. Actually, I want to put this on 3D. After the first penalty's taken, why not? I want to put this on 3D and see if I can get behind the goal. See if I can get behind the goal. There we go, perfect. And that should be totally fine. So is there a way to make this a little bit more dramatic, or is this fine? This should be fine. It should be fine. Here we go, then. So we've scored the first penalty, and now let's move on to the second one. Perfect start. Come on, Swansea. So where's the second penalty? Do we not get to? Oh, there we go. Laporte to take the second penalty for Manchester United, and it's into the bottom corner despite Leno going the right way. I'm so nervous right now. Come on, the Swans. Second penalty. I don't like how long this takes. And there we go. Sigurdsson to take the second one. Sigurdsson takes it. Oh, it's a terrible penalty by good old Gylfi, and David De Gea makes the save, and that gives Matt the chance to give United the lead from the spot, which he does, sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. I wasn't feeling confident, and I feel like United could be ready to run away with this unless Mahrez scores this one, and he does. Mahrez puts us back on level terms, but United have a penalty in hand, and it's going to be taken by Costas to take it forward, and come on, Leno, yes, Leno, oh, he was a mile off his line, but I don't care, Esposito takes it, oh, it's saved, oh god, Gianluca, seriously, are you kidding me, you're so reliable. Kevin Volland to win the shootout for United does, and it is all over. Manchester United, winners of the Capital One Cup, and I can't believe it. Well, no, we've got another penalty, take it, Brandt, he scored, what, I thought that was it, no, it's this one. I'm an embarrassment. Stenzel, just put me out of my misery. Oh, it's saved by Leno. Leno saved it. And we're still in it. It's gone to sudden death. Karaman, the right back, steps up, scores. I don't believe it. It's 4-3. And if Leno saves it, we win. Advijay, who I could have signed, takes it. And oh, he scored it. For God's sake, mate. Seriously, still another chance here from the spot in sudden death. George, I don't feel confident. Prove me wrong, mate. The left back, he scored. What a penalty by the Brazilian. And we're still in front. And United have got to score this one. I'm out of breath and I'm confused. But Andre Silva will take this. Come on, Leno, save it. Yes! Leno saved the spot kick. And we've done it. The players have disappeared as quickly as they can down the tunnel. They don't want to celebrate. They want to get home for the news. But we've won it on the shootout. Oh my word. I don't believe it. I thought it was all over. It is now. Swansea 1, Manchester United 1. And a win on penalties. And we've done it. We've done it. We've won the Capital One Cup. And we've avenged all those demons from season 1. I cannot believe it. Oh my word. I nearly wet myself. So final score 1-1, but we do it on the spot kicks for the third time this season. First against City in the semi-finals and also against Cardiff in an FA Cup replay as well. So how about that? Capital One Cup holders Swansea for the first time in the series, and I'm absolutely delighted. And that's the second trophy of the year as well. Because of course we won the Community Shield as well, and that's awesome. So 2 trophies I wasn't too bothered about, but we've still done it, and I'm very, very pleased. And Kasper Schmeichel got a bonus of 50 grand and didn't even play a single minute. Aren't you loving your contract, mate? So there we go then. I'm now one of the top English managers as well. My name is on Swansea's lips. That's fantastic. I've pleased the board with a Capital One Cup win. They weren't too bothered about it, but they're still pretty pleased. I've added some more silverware to the trophy cabinet, and that is absolutely awesome. So yeah, oh my word, I can't believe it. We've won the Capital One Cup, and I really thought it was over. I thought it was over on the shootout. I'm an embarrassment. So I think I've moved up a little bit as well in the icons list. Still not a legend yet, obviously, but I think I've moved up a little, a couple notches in the icons list too. So that's kind of cool. And we've done it. We're Capital One Cup winners. Oh my word, I cannot believe it. That was incredible. And that will end today's episode in my Football Manager series as well, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. That certainly was a dramatic ending, but hopefully you guys had a lot of laughs watching that one. I shall return for the next episode very soon, but I've got no idea who it will be against and when it will be. I don't see the point in playing the Valencia game, because after winning the first leg 4-0, I mean, you know, we've had some really catastrophic games in this series and some big chokes and capitulations, but I highly doubt we'll be getting knocked out, touch wood, and they'll be through to the quarterfinal. So I think what I'll do is I'll come back for the quarterfinal against whoever it will be, because we should be through now. So I'll come back for that. Otherwise, I'll come back for my embarrassment if we do end up getting humiliated, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But still, I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Thank you for watching this one. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode in my Football Manager series very soon. I can't believe it. We won the shootout and I thought it was over.